Alya, I have a confession. I used to suffer from something very serious. It was a dangerous, dangerous illness. It was horrible. It was called the fear of missing out. Listen, if there was a party, I was there. If somebody said, Olio, we liming, I already had my shoes on, my outfit. I was ready to pump. Party Rencee stayed ready. Loved to be outside. And then, fast forward to a few years later, and if somebody invited me out and was like, hey, we going here, we going there, we going everywhere, this time, this place, I was looking at my bed like, you know what? I real good. I am actually good. These days, one of my favorite calls, favorite messages is, girl, I can't make it. Plans cancelled. Something came up. And the crazy thing is, I don't even remember when that happened, like at what point in time. There wasn't any big announcement. I didn't just wake up one morning and say, I don't want to party like this anymore. Or, well, Party Rencee has officially retired. I don't know. I cannot pinpoint the exact moment that it happened. But somewhere along my little journey, I changed. And honestly, I didn't even notice it was happening. So then, what happens when things you used to love don't quite fit you, the version of you who you are, anymore? So, you know that moment when you look around the room for the adult and then you realize it's supposed to be you? Yeah, me too. Hey, I'm Rencee and welcome to I Thought I'd Know by Now. I started this podcast because somewhere along the way, I realized I couldn't be the only one thinking I thought I'd know by now. Know what I was doing, know where I was going, know why certain things happened the way they happened, how they happened. But life has a funny way of teaching us that maybe the goal isn't to have everything figured out. Maybe it's to keep growing, keep trusting, and keep showing up. Even when we don't have all the answers. So, every week, I'm inviting you into honest conversation about faith, about life, about relationships, friendships, unexpected detours, and the stories that shape us along this journey. I'm really glad you're here. Let's get into today's episode. Madrid was a beautiful journey. We already established that. I will forever cherish Madrid. I spent 2 years there, and we already talked about Madrid and the independence in episode 6 and learning how to navigate the city, paying bills, building a life, becoming my own safety net. But there was something else happening during those 2 years that I think I didn't notice or I didn't understand at the time. I was getting to know myself. Not the version of myself that everybody knew, that everybody assumed I was, that everybody just put me in this box as this is who Rencee is. Not Rencee with her friends, not Rencee at the party, not Rencee at work, just me. And those 2 years, I think, they taught me so much about what still worked for me, what I liked, And surprisingly, what no longer fit the woman I was becoming. When I arrived in Madrid, I was so excited about the city. I was excited about dating. I was excited about working, being responsible, meeting new people. I felt like the opportunities were truly endless. And honestly, Madrid treated me so well. It did. Madrid was everything I expected it to be. But life was also strange. I mean, remember, it had the pandemic. It wasn't completely gone while I was living in Madrid. And Spain was beginning to open back up while COVID was really starting to pop off back home. So even though my immediate world, my immediate surroundings in Madrid was becoming a little safer at the time, my fears had shifted. Now I was worrying about my friends, I was worrying about my family, I was worrying about people back home, neighbors, you know? And at the same time, I was still wondering if I could live up to my own expectations. Could I really maneuver this big city? Could I build the life that I imagined? Could I actually do this? And I remember quickly having to give myself another dose of confidence. Because, listen, being a plus size black woman in Spain comes with experiences. Good ones, bad ones, strange ones. It could get crazy out here. I wrote recently about my experience in Ecuador and how that was the first time that I really knew I was black. And before anybody goes crazy, obviously, I knew I was black. But what I meant was, it was the first time that I lived somewhere where I was a racial minority and realized that the color of my skin could actually change my experience. How people saw me, how people approached me, sometimes how people treated me. Growing up in Trinidad, I had never experienced my blackness in that way. You know, Ecuador introduced me to it. And I want to say that Spain reinforced it. And being plus size on top of that, I could easily give a masterclass on confidence. Easy. Because sometimes confidence isn't believing you're enough. Sometimes it's just acting like you believe it. Until one day, yeah, you actually do. You actually do believe the things that you tell yourself in your brain. And honestly, nobody would have been the wiser to know if I was acting it or if I really believed it. Now I really believe it. But it had a point in time when I was acting just because I didn't even need to learn that type of confidence in Trinidad. Looking back now, Madrid really did set the tone for so much of my life. Not because Madrid told me who to become or who I should be, but Madrid gave me enough space to start noticing who I already was and who I was becoming and who I wanted to become. Because before Madrid, Ecuador, Rencee, listen, you couldn't stop me. You couldn't stop me. I was partying galore. As much as my pockets could afford, of course. And then even before Ecuador, back home, same thing. Loved her. I love that girl. And I want to make that very clear. Because, you know, sometimes when we talk about growth and we talk about our past selves, like they were somehow less evolved versions of us. No, Party Rencee was a vibe. Performance Rencee was a whole vibe. I love that girl so much. She had amazing friends, amazing experiences. She had fun. And I do not and I will never regret her, not even a little bit. But I also didn't owe it to her to remain her forever. And that's something that during my time in Madrid helped me to understand. I spent more time alone. I was reflecting, meditating, just being with myself. And somewhere in all of that, I realized I really and truly loved my own company. Which is funny because I think people sometimes assume that because you have a big personality, you must constantly need people around you. No, no. I can walk into a room and command it if I want to. For sure. I can be the life of the party. I can have everybody laughing. I can have a great time. And then go home and be like, thank you, Jesus, I am home. Sometimes I was just ready to leave hours before I actually left. But mentally, I would think, well, I'm here. I might as well enjoy myself, you know? And I enjoyed myself. Enjoy my time. I've also never really been someone who needed to collect friends. Growing up, I had my people. I had my group of friends. I really didn't need more friends. This was me. I could go anywhere, have an amazing night with you, laugh, dance, lime, and then just keep it pushing. And I remember sometimes people would think because we had a great night, because we had a great time, because Rencee was so cool, we's friends now. No, no. Half the time my friends used to say, oh gosh, Rencee, remember that this person come and be nice, be cool, be this. I was not on all of that make new friends type of thing. Half the time, maybe I didn't even like you. I was just being me. I was out, I was having a time. Nobody else was there, and it was just my group of friends. I was the same. If everybody else was there and I was there with my friends, it was the same me. People were attracted to my energy and they would think like, yeah, she's real cool, she real nice. When we go into Lime again, I don't want to Lime with you. But Madrid gave me enough time with myself to realize I didn't need to perform that energy all the time. I remember the first time I was just brave enough to cancel party plans with some friends in Madrid. And listen, when I tell you I had the time of my life at home by myself, I was just so excited. I was probably expected to feel like, I was missing something. I was missing out. I'm sure the party going to be amazing. I'm going to miss out on all the photos. And instead I was there like, comfortable, peaceful, doing whatever I wanted to do. And something clicked. Wait, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Now, that sounds ridiculously obvious. Everybody knows that they don't have to do what they don't want to do, right? Obviously. Like, you might be thinking, Gil, you needed to move countries to figure that out. But it felt revolutionary because I started realizing that my taste in what I wanted, what I enjoyed, what I liked to do was just changing. It was shifting. And once you start giving yourself permission to choose what you actually want, you, girl, boy, he, she, it, we, they, them, it is absolutely addictive. I don't think I was being boring. I wasn't losing myself. I wasn't feeling like, oh, depression. and I changing and it's something negative, I wasn't just suddenly better than everybody who still wanted to party. You want to party, by all means, my girl, my boy, my guy, have the time of your life, because partying is a vibe. I was just simply learning that I didn't have to keep being who everybody expected Rencee to be. Everybody always expected me to be the life of the party, come have fun, engage everybody, start it, And even more importantly than that, I didn't have to keep being who I expected myself to be. Because I also had that expectation of myself. Party Rencee was that. And I think that's where it was different. I am so grateful that I outgrew saying yes, 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 yes all the time. Going to every party, feeling like if I was at the party, it had to be the most fun, trying to impress people, constantly chasing excitement. Not because any of those things were inherently bad, because as I said, it's not bad, but because they weren't filling my cup the same way anymore. And I think sometimes we hold on to things simply because I've always been like this. This is what I do. This is how I am. This is who I am. Okay. And who said you have to be like that for the rest of your life? I hope, honestly, I am different 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 2 years from now. Seriously, I hope some of the things that I am sitting here saying with my full chest today, 5 years from now, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm not so sure about that. Because hopefully, I've learned more. Hopefully, I've experienced more. Hopefully, I've listened more. I've developed more empathy. I've allowed life to teach me something I don't know yet. And there are foundations of who I am that I know I don't want to change. For example, my faith in God, my love for my family, my core values. But opinions, habits, perspectives, the way I choose to spend my time, those things are allowed to evolve. And sometimes people will make you feel guilty about that. You change. Yes. Yes. That is the point. You're switching up. Maybe. If the change is coming from growth, from healing, from understanding myself better, from trying to become the best version of myself, then make no apologies for that. Stand 10 toes down. Because you are the person who has to live with yourself. You are the person that have to feel comfortable in your skin when nobody else is there. I am 1000% okay with changing. Matter of fact, expect me to change. And looking back, I don't think Madrid changed me. I think Madrid gave me the space to hear myself, to understand myself, and to finally give myself the permission to become whoever I was becoming. Not because the old version of me was wrong, but because every single version of me, of myself, deserves the freedom to grow. So remember what I asked you at the beginning? What happens when the things you used to love don't quite fit you anymore? Maybe nothing is wrong. Maybe the goal was never to keep loving the same things forever. Maybe the goal is to be grateful for what filled your cup then, love who you were then, while giving yourself the permission to discover what fills your cup now, what fills it now, how you want to experience this life, how you want to go about being your true self in this life. Party Rencee, my G, I love her. I love that girl. But she made room for this one, this version of myself who I am right now. And this version of me will eventually have to make room for another version of me. And actually, I hope she does. She better. So if you feel yourself changing, if something you once loved doesn't excite you anymore, if the life that you used to imagine, all of a sudden it doesn't feel like who you want to be or where you are at right now, you don't have to force it. Maybe you're just growing up. Maybe you're just growing, you evolving. Choose what brings you peace. Choose what gives you depth. Choose what feels true to the person you are in this moment now, while still loving and appreciating the person that you used to be. And maybe that's another thing I thought I'd know by now. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. I'm so excited. Continue on this journey with me. Let's laugh, let's reflect, and let's not be so hard on ourselves because we are all still just figuring it out. I'm Rencee, and this has been I Thought I'd Know By Now. Life obviously keeps life in, so let's keep learning, and I'll see you guys next week.